Hey, thank you for coming to the registration page for a day of relapse prevention planning retreat. I am so excited that you're here, and I want to tell you a little bit about this. Down below this video, there's a lot of information, the description, the training objectives, etc. But let me tell you the human part of this story. Let's talk about Mark. Mark is a patient that I worked with a couple of years ago, and he had been able to put together 2 or 3 years of recovery and then relapse, 2 or 3 years of recovery and then relapse. And by the time he met with me, he was really about hopeless that he would ever be able to, quote, get it. What Mark experienced during this day-long retreat when he was here was he was able for the first time to really see that his relapse started way before he thought it did. Because relapse is a process, not an event. And Mark was for the first time able to see that. And when he discovered that, he literally started crying. And it was tears of relief, though, because it took the mystery out of relapse for Mark. And he went on to develop a very effective relapse prevention intervention plan that I call the insurance policy. That's one of the things at this retreat that you're going to get to learn how to do is a personalized insurance policy. But like any insurance, the higher the premiums, the better the coverage. So I'm going to encourage you to really develop the best plan you can and pay the highest premiums that you possibly can. Is your recovery worth it? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And when I say recovery, I mean much more than stopping the alcohol or the drug use, including prescription meds. What I mean by that is the quality of life that you get to experience when you're no longer self-sabotaging with addictive substance or processes, and how you can really be impacted, how your health can improve, your thinking and emotional management can improve, your relationships with friends, family, and community can improve, and most importantly, your spirituality can really take a launch into the stratosphere when you get into this type of recovery process. So all morning we're going to be looking at all the sabotage patterns that could talk you out of ongoing recovery. You're going to get to look at 12 of the most common voices of the inner saboteur, also called denial patterns. We're going to take a look and have you pick 3 that you think are the primary ones you need to work on. And then we'll have you work with your partner and with me to develop an action plan to see it coming, or if it comes, to manage it. Then we're going to move into developing the insurance policy, that relapse intervention plan, RIP. This is the most important part of the process of the whole day. So we're going to spend a little extra time on this part. Then in the afternoon, we're going to take a look at the different warning signs or high-risk situations that I also call relapse justifications that lead to people to becoming dysfunctional in their recovery process. And a lot of people don't even know they're in the process, so it's going to take the mystery out of it. You're going to look through a common list of warning signs that many people experience. We're going to use Terry Gorski's AWARE questionnaire and the AWARE 28 warning sign checklist. And that's going to be a starting point, but then you're going to personalize it. And you're going to have a plan. By the time you leave in the afternoon, you're not only going to have a relapse intervention plan, but you're going to have a recovery plan that will help you identify and manage future warning signs and future high-risk situations. This can be the difference. I first developed this course for the Board of Registered Nursing in California for their members who were in either probation or diversion program. This meets half of the 15-hour requirement that these people need to get in order to successfully complete probation or diversion. And since that time, I've enhanced this and opened it up to anybody in recovery, friends and family members of recovery, Al-Anon people in recovery, CODA, Codependence Anonymous people in recovery, because it's the same principles. Yes, Al-Anons can have relapses too. Some of the people I've had come here were in recovery from an eating addiction, for example. Others for gambling or sex. Guess what? It works. Learning the foundation, developing the ability to identify and manage the inner saboteur, developing a really effective relapse intervention plan, You know, if you already haven't signed up, man, don't wait. Don't leave this page. Make sure you enter your name and information. And if you're in treatment or on probation or diversion, you get the $95 rate. If not, it's $125. But this is for 7.5 hours of really state-of-the-art, research-based principles that you're going to be learning. And it's not just information you're going to be getting, because most of the day is going to be experiential. I'm going to tell you about a process, then I'm going to demonstrate that process with one of the participants, and then you're going to help each other develop that process. By the end of the day, you're going to be amazed. Most people say, what? It's already 5 o'clock? I don't believe this. I'd invite you to get here early at 8 o'clock. We're going to start sharp at 8:30, registrations from 8 to 8:30. And I really want to welcome you here. Ellen and I consider this training space part of our home, and we want to invite you into our home. We will have snacks in the morning and afternoon, lunches on your own, and coffee and cold beverages all day. So we really want to make this a comfortable experience for you. This is actually the room that it's going to be in. Let me just give you a quick tour. So basically, you're going to come in the door, and then back here's where the coffee and the snacks are going to be. You can kind of see what the room looks like. And we will be set up in comfortable seating. Each person will have a table in front of them to do their work on. And it's going to be so exciting. It's very comfortable for people. Most people just can't believe how quick the time goes by. And as you can see, though, our space is limited. So if you haven't registered yet, man, don't miss the opportunity, because it is limited seating here, because I want this to be spacious, and I want this to be deep and personal and interactive. So don't hesitate, sign up today, and I really look forward to seeing you. I may have seen some of you in other settings. If so, welcome to this setting. It's a little different than we've interacted before, but I think you're going to love it. So I want to just let you know that I've been in recovery a long time. This month I celebrate 35 years of my own recovery. Now I know damn well I have another relapse left in me. What I can never guarantee, though, is do I have another recovery attempt? And I don't risk it. So believe me, I practice what I'm going to teach you every day. I have the same type of relapse intervention plan developed. I have a plan developed for my inner saboteur, and I definitely have a plan for my relapse justifications. And I have people in my life that know these warning signs, that know these denial patterns, that know these relapse justifications, and they want to see me be successful. It takes a team to be in recovery. We have to do it ourselves, but we should never try to do it alone. So if you haven't signed up yet, please join me, and it's going to be an awesome day. Thank you very much.